middle of the largest collection of James Bond vehicles and memorabilia in the world.
Hello, welcome to Rare Blend. I'm Ken, and this is a very special James Bond episode. Traveling north on International Drive in Orlando, Florida, you'll find the new Dezerland Auto Museum. Now, this was formerly known as the Artagon or Festival Bay, if you've been around long enough. And now it's the home to hundreds of unique and super rare cars. But today we're here to check out the brand new James Bond Museum. And I'm going to show you the 10 best James Bond cars they've got inside. So let's go on inside and let's get started. So I'm here today with Robert Sandler, who is the tour guide curator of the Bond Museum.
You can call me the Tourator for short, if you like.
I like that. I like that. Or the Tourator of the Bond Museum here at Dezerland in Orlando, Florida. Robert, can you tell our audience what is it we're in? What are we looking at today?
Well, this great room, as you see all these vehicles behind us, and there's actually behind the camera and over there and over there and over there, we are standing in the middle of the largest collection of James Bond vehicles and memorabilia in the world. Sorry, a little Bond villain sneaks out once in a while.
Appropriately done. This is absolutely amazing. And hey, let's not waste some more time. Let's go ahead and jump into it and take a look at some of these cars.
Shall we?
10.
And here we have the Aston Martin DBS, the David Brown Special, from the film Her Majesty's Secret Service that didn't feature Sean Connery. This is George Lazenby's one and only Bond. This is the unfortunate film, if you don't remember. Commander Bond gets married and becomes a widower because on his honeymoon, a shot meant for him gets his wife.
First a boy and then a girl.
It's Blofeld. It's Blofeld.
Nine.
And here we have the Toyota 2000 GT that Sean Connery also drove. This is one of 3 vehicles, and they turned these from a hardtop into a convertible to accommodate Sean Connery's large stature.
8.
And here we have one of the Lotus Esprit turbos from For Your Eyes Only. This is the one with the ski racks on the back, the magnetic locking doors to prevent unauthorized entry, and of course the added safety feature of blowing up if anybody manages to actually get inside the thing. This is one of the screen-used vehicles from the films.
¡Detenedlo! ¡Está allí! ¡A la izquierda!
Well, I hope you have a car.
This way.
7.
And here we have the Tuk Tuk Taxi from the most embarrassing James Bond movie title of all time, Octopussy. See if you can say that in public and not crack a smile. So this is the Tuk Tuk Taxi that they run through the entire chase scene, and they do all the awesome jumps and stunts in. That was not CGI. They didn't have it back then, so they had to do it for real.
BJ, we have company.
No problem. This is a company car.
Step on it. This should shake them off.
6.
So this is the screen-use Jaguar XKR as featured in the 2002 film Die Another Day. This belonged to the lead henchman, Zhao. So the gadgetry that this car actually features includes a rear-mounted Gatling gun, thermal imaging capabilities, mortar bombs, rockets under the front grille, miniature missiles hidden in the door, and front ramming spikes. Excellent if you need to navigate Orlando's infamous I-4 corridor.
Five.
And here we have the famous Q-boat. This is a real little monster in a boat. It's actually got a Chevy 350 horsepower V8 jet engine in the back. It sucks water in and jets it out at high focused propulsion. And it just rockets across the water.
4.
This is the BMW 750 from Tomorrow Never Dies, the Pierce Brosnan film. This is the wonderful one where Q introduces the car and shows that it has the feature that from your phone you can actually control the car. Of course, it's not one of these touchscreen phones, it's a Nokia flip phone. If you can believe that, we actually have that back in the memorabilia case. But Q says it takes a bit of finesse and everything, and he tries to pull it out, and it's going start, stop, and Bond is like, let me have a try at that, and he picks it up, and he just starts maneuvering it perfectly, and brings it to a dead stop within inches of them.
And this I'm particularly proud of. The remote control for your car. Tap twice. 1, 2. Now, draw your finger very slowly across the pad to drive the car. Well, it's surprisingly difficult to drive, but with practice...
Well, let's see how she responds to my touch, Q? Think we understand each other?
Grow up, 007.
3.
So here we have the Aston Martin V8 from The Living Daylights with Timothy Dalton, with, of course, all the necessary Q gadgets. We have the skis that pop out of the side. We have the rocket launchers out of the front. And I'm honestly surprised that this car has stayed in one piece all over the years. What with the damage that Bond has done to these cars.
Cheese!
Two.
And here we have the famous Wet Nelly. Most people know it as the Lotus Esprit submarine car from The Spy Who Loved Me. Now, there were 6 cars actually used, 3 empty shell prop cars, and 2 empty shell driving cars, and 1 actual car, which actually belonged to the chairman of Lotus, and he loaned it to them for the chase scene. This particular one was originally the shell body of the shell car that launched off the dock into the water. But Mr. Dezer actually found it in a South Florida storage facility, and it was just an empty shell. No windows, no wheels, no nothing. He took it over to the people at the restoration show on the History Channel, and he had them transform it into this wonderful display model that displays every single aspect of the transformation sequence. From the front wheels as it launches into the water, to the wheels going up into a transformation sequence, and around the side there's actually 2 fins that are articulated so you can put them in whatever dive plane you like. And there's the rocket launcher off the back, the propellers, the torpedo launchers off the front, the harpoon launchers off the front, and everything you could possibly want in a submarine car.
One.
All right, so we're standing next to the crown jewel of the collection. This is the Aston Martin DB5 from Goldfinger that Sean Connery drove. This is the one with all of the Q-branch gadgets installed, such as the twin-wing machine guns, the bulletproof shield in the back, the ejector seat, and one of my favorites, a revolving number plate that's set for Switzerland at the moment. Swing it around to UK, swing it around again, you're in France. But we have it set in Switzerland at the moment because this car is about to have an unfortunate accident involving a rather nice Ford Mustang. So you remember Tilly Matheson, who has that unfortunate double blowout.
You'll be using this Aston Martin DB5 with modifications. Now, pay attention, please. Windscreen bulletproof, as are the side and the rear windows. Revolving number plates, naturally. Valid all countries. Now, this one I'm particularly keen about. You see the gear lever here? Now, if you take the top off, you'll find a little red button. Whatever you do, don't touch it.
No, why not?
Because you'll release this section of the roof and engage and fire the passenger ejector seat. Whoosh.
Ejector seat? You're joking.
I never joke about my work, 007.
So that wraps it up for our tour of the Bond Museum here at Dezerland. And I want to say a big thank you to Robert, our tour guide, who gave us a lot of really cool information about these cars here today.
Thank you very much, and I have to be going because I have an entire property and lots of other guests to attend to today, but it was definitely my pleasure, and I'm just going to kick off in this nice little bit of memorabilia at the museum. It's not one of the older DB5s, I know, but the DB9 of the Daniel Craig years is definitely a very beautiful car, and well, this is only number 41 of 150 made, so I doubt they'll miss it. If you'll excuse me.
So I just want to say another really big thank you to the team here at Dezerland, and especially the crew here at the Bond Museum. Robert and Lana, thank you so much for your help and allowing me to film here today. This is absolutely amazing. And I have to say, for any of you Bond fans out there, you definitely want to come down here and check it out. The next closest thing to this is in London, with the Bond in Motion exhibit out there, which is fantastic as well. But This is just such an extensive collection. I was here for several hours and I still didn't see everything. So I definitely plan on coming back. You should definitely plan on coming down here, checking it out. And until next time, drive safe.